Here, Team Symmetry, here to bring you guys a new episode of The Good, The Bad, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. And we are going to do it on Mono Mermail. I've been getting a lot of requests to do an updated Good, Bad, and Yu-Gi-Oh! On Mermail since Mono Mermail was revealed at YCS Miami. You guys already saw it on Ultra Reality Games channel, the interview I did with Billy, him explaining the deck that him and Jeff Jones put together. This is the exact build. I just didn't include the side deck. It's not really relevant. But I just wanted to make this video for you guys today. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to upload as much as possible during the week. I've just been really busy with school, midterms, and preparing for YCS Austin. For those of you that didn't know, I am going to YCS Austin. I'm leaving next Thursday. I pretty much booked for all the YCSs for the rest of the season. I'm already booked for Nats. I'm booked for Worlds. So just trying to take care of business. But anyways, I just wanted to get into this episode for you guys today. So a lot of people love Mermail. Everyone knows that Mermail is probably the #1 deck of the format right now. It's very consistent, and it's Mermail. Like, I really don't need to explain a lot. The only thing that I feel that needs to be explained is just some of the new cards that were included in the deck. Abyss Gundy is a card that I really like. It really opens up plays because you're able to discard it for effects, and you're able basically to use like a Monster Reborn. It's really cool. I like this card a lot. Lead is lead. I've played this deck myself, and I hate drawing Abyss lead and like not being able to get its effect off. I don't really like getting its effect off, like having to discard 3 Mermails unless it's like 3 Dragoons, which like rarely ever happens. If you discard 3 Dragoons with lead, I don't see how you lose. I like this card though because it's big. You can go Abyss Sphere, you can go Lin, and you can go right into lead. And this card gets over so many cards of the format. I really like it. And when you do have that situation to pluck away at your opponent's hand, I think that's really cool. Let's see other stuff, and of course Teus. Teus, another really great card. I wasn't even sure like what this card did until Billy gave the profile. I've heard about this card. I only heard the name. I didn't know exactly what it did. I like this though because you can plus like really heavy when you discard Dragoons. You get a double search. That's really great. You're able to search a Mermail. You're able to search with Dragoons. That's crazy. And the fact that it has 2400 defense is big too, because when you special it in defense, it's a lot harder for decks like Dino Rabbit to get past a 2400 defense, because lancing it won't do anything since it's not in attack mode. So I really do like this card. Plus it's a level 7. That's big. That's very big about this deck, is that it relies on level 7s a lot, and for good reason. And the last like new card is Abyss Squall. You guys already know. This card is stupid, like how good it is. Being able to target 3 Mermail monsters, you special summon them, effects are negated, but they die at the end phase. But that doesn't even matter. You can bring back Lin, you can bring back Megalos, you can bring back Teuses, and you're able to overlay into your main plays, which are your Abyss Gaios and your Big Eye plays. So those are like the new cards that are in it. Now what's good about it? What I think is good about it is that your hands, I've noticed with this deck, are a lot more playable. Sometimes instead of having Genex Undyne. Genex Undyne is usually summon Genex Undyne, pitch Dragoons, search, get the controller, and if you don't have an Abyss Sphere or an opening trap or like a spell you can bluff like in the turn 1, your Genex Undyne just sits there. And then at that point, it's susceptible to cards like Jurek Guaiba. It's susceptible to other plays that can just, hinder the Mermail player. So what I like is that with this deck, your hands are a lot more playable, and you're able to get combos off a lot faster. Being able to bring a Teus out turn 1 in defense makes it a lot harder for, like I said, most decks to get past it, which I really like. You're able to combo off with Gundy. You're able to combo off with a lot of these cards. And of course, Megalo is busted as all shit, $130, whatever its price is right now says, proves that it's, a really great card. Other things I like about this deck is that you're relying a lot on making rank 7s, and your rank 7s are Abyss Gaios. This is your main one. Abyss Gaios is broken. This card is such a pain in the ass to play against. I had the first time I played against Water, I actually played someone and they actually made a Gaios. This was back when it was just the Undyne build, and this card was just like, what the fuck? This is like a walking skill drain. It was crazy. And the fact that it's a quick play effect is broken, and it's big. 2800 is big in this game right now. And honestly, like, in order to get past this card, you have to have a monster backed up with Lance. And the thing is that it prevents level 5 or higher monsters from attacking, so that's really good. Like, you can't BLS it, you can't Chaos Sorcerer it, you can't really get past it. So I really do like this card. Plus, when you skill drain the field, it's very hard for your opponent to really get combos off, because you're able to chain to like a Tour Guide summoning. So that's really busted. I really like this card a lot. And of course, Big Eye, the ever relevant Big Eye, sitting at, I don't know if it's $60, $70, $80 right now. This card is The nuts, you guys already know, being able to take your opponent's monster. So that's basically like the main things I just wanted to talk about. What feels good about it, like I said, is that your hands are a lot more playable. You get big monsters out faster, and you're able to kind of overwhelm your opponent with like big monsters like Megalo, big monsters like Lead, big monsters like Teus in defense. You're able to get your combos started off really nicely, and of course you have the ever relevant Diva Marksman, your infantry play, all those other plays that Mermails always use. And I feel Abyss Skull is a great addition to the deck, just for the fact that it's, you bring back 3, you can do it pretty much anytime. Your opponent cannot chain MST to this because it's not like Abyss Sphere, so that's something that's really busted. Plus you can search Squall, so that's really cool. So I feel that the deck has a lot of consistency, has a lot of power, so that's what feels good about it. Now what's bad about this deck? What's bad about this deck is that Evil Sworns. Evil Sworns are going to shit on this deck. Now, that's what I've been told. That's what I've heard. The Ophion, of course, preventing the special summoning of level 5 or higher. That's really busted. That does hurt this deck a lot. Their only real outs are Diva plays, and that's pretty much it. Diva, and if you have the ability to go Pike and Heavy Infantry. Those are like your only outs to that deck. And also, of course, Evil Sworns is going to be using Forbidden Dress and other cards like that to protect their monsters. So the deck's going to have a hard time against that deck. I guess another bad thing about this deck could be, I mean, losing to macro. I mean, that happens. That's Mermail. That's how Mermails go. They lose to macro. They can play around Dimensional Fissure, but they lose to macro, so that can be a problem. But honestly, the deck's very solid. I cannot lie and say it's not solid. I've played with it. I've played against it a lot more, and I just see how powerful it is. In order to beat it, you need to get just like more advantage than they do. You have to speed through your advantage. And I mean, sometimes you're going to draw those really bad hands in this deck. You're going to draw those hands where you draw multiple Megalos, and it's like, well, I hate discarding Megalo for Megalo, but at least it lets me get a Sphere. So I feel that that's, I guess, another thing to be bad about it. And what's Yugioh about it? What's Yugioh about it is that Mermails are just, they're really good. Like, there's no denying it. They're a really good deck. And they seem to get better as new cards get released. New stuff comes out, new little tech cards come out for the deck, and it just really skyrockets the deck's price. It skyrockets how many people will play it, and it makes it so that the deck is playable pretty much in any format. And when Evil Sworns do come out, I already know people are going back to the Gen X Undyne build and upping the infantries in order to pop Ophion. So I know that that's how Mermails are going to continue on. But I feel that this episode was necessary because a lot of people were asking me about my opinions on Mono Mermail. And, I really have nothing against any deck in the format. I think that this deck's just really good. A lot of people don't like this deck because they feel that it's too expensive. They feel that Fire Fist beats it. And I honestly don't know. I haven't seen Mermail and Fire Fist go at it yet. So I'd actually want to see what that looks like. Those are the top 2 decks of the format right now. Those are the decks that almost everyone's playing at the premier events. It's going to be Mono Mermail, Gen X Undyne Mermail, and it's going to be Fire Fist. And I guess like the last bad thing, here's the slim part of this that I don't like about this deck. There's no Molen Glacia in here, and I love Molen Glacia so much. Like, I just adore that card. It's a delinquent duo, which is one of the best cards ever in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! I know people started to add it back to this deck. I have seen some builds where people have topped with it, and they did add Molen Glacia in, so I'm glad to see that they did, because I really do like that card. And also, I like Salvage, just because Salvage is busted. So those are the only 2 other things I'd like to see in the deck, and people are starting to do that. So I'm all smiles when it comes to that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs it up, 150 plus likes. We'll do the next episode. I'm gonna really try to shoot some videos tomorrow and get them uploaded before I head to Texas on Thursday. So if you guys are going to YCS Austin, comment down below. Comment below with your thoughts on Mono Mermail, your thoughts on will the deck switch to Gen X Undyne? Is Undyne better? I've already made a video about this on Alter Reality Games, so you guys can watch that video too. I'll link it down below. And just give me your opinions in the comments below, and I will continue to shoot out some videos for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thumbs it up, and thank you for watching.